good. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Finally.
Yeah.
It's happening.
I'm excited.
Let's do this.
Let's get started.
Hello there, how are you? I hope you're having a great time. Today we have an amazing guest, Pakistani-American content creator Attiya. Many of you know her through her platform, Scribs and Nibs, where she documents her travels. And today she's here to talk about her journey and moving to Rwanda. Attiya, thank you for making time to talk to us. Many people know you through your platform, your blog. But now, for those who may know you, please start by introducing yourself.
Thank you. Thanks for having me as well. Yeah, it's been a great journey moving to Rwanda. And for a little background about myself, I am a travel blogger. I post about my experiences and my travel reviews from different hotels, tours, and just general guides that people can use to help them do the same thing independently that I do.
So, Attiya, what inspired your move to Rwanda?
So we moved with my husband's job, Wilhelm, and we moved in March 2025, and it's been such a fantastic journey. We actually visited Rwanda in 2022 for tourism when we were living in South Africa, and we were really inspired by the activities that we did here. We absolutely loved Kigali, so when the chance came up for us to move to Rwanda, we jumped at it.
So you told me you have been to several countries. We would want to know where you have been and why you found Rwanda as the best fit where you are staying right now.
I actually don't count all the countries that I've been to. We lived in South Africa for 3 years and we traveled extensively around Southern Africa. When I was growing up with my family, we lived in North Africa, so I spent a lot of time there as well. And just the fact of living abroad as a child, it really instilled in me this desire to want to travel a lot, experience and learn from other cultures. So Rwanda itself has been really great. It's so safe and clean. There's lots of activities. There's a lot of inspiration that you can get from meeting with local people as well. So that's been a really great part about moving here. The community is really welcoming to foreigners as well. So it's a nice spot to be.
We will be getting into much about that, but now I want to take you a little back about your blog. It's very popular, Scribs and Nibs. What inspired you to create that blog, and the name? You tell us the inspiration behind the name.
Yeah, so I actually was a product of COVID because when we moved to South Africa, there was quite a few things to do, even though the country was pretty much in lockdown for a good portion of it when we first moved. But we would be interested in exploring new places, new restaurants. We possibly went some areas that were not that popular in what they call the CBD, the Central Business District in Joburg, which is relatively unsafe. And I started posting on Instagram and then subsequently started a blog, the Scribs and Nibs, just describing what I did, how we got there, what things cost, was it actually as dangerous as people say or not. And as a result of that, I grew it even further. So when we would go on weekend trips within South Africa, or even further if we flew to Zambia for a week, I wrote about what we did, how much it costs, why you should do the same experience as well. And then the Scribs and Nibs came from the scribbles and nibbles of my life. I clearly enjoy writing because I'm constantly telling people what to do online, how to do activities themselves. And then I love to eat. I say on the blog that I'm like a goat. I like to graze every couple hours and try different things. So it made sense to pair my love for writing and travel with my love for eating as well.
Wow, amazing. And talking about that blog, you have had an opportunity to travel around this country. You will be telling us when you moved to Kigali here, the many places you have visited, but what has surprised you the most about this place?
I think the biggest surprise is how much variety the city has for being relatively small. There are international restaurants, cafes galore. I mean, it's really hard to make a single list like I attempt to do, for example, with my unique restaurant guide or my best cafe guide for where to work remotely. It's all these places that come across as really surprising when you move to Rwanda, or even if you visit for a 3-day trip, you'll realize there's still a lot more to see and do than 3 days has to offer. But Kigali itself is great, and then moving into the countryside and into the mountain areas as well, it's just a really great area.
So beyond Kigali, what's some of the specific places you've visited, and what has been your experience there you could share about?
We've been a lot to Musanze. I just love the views of the Volcanoes National Park. I really think that's quite stunning. That entire, the Twin Lake area as well. I've done a lot of hikes there as well. When we have visitors, we take them there first thing. I think the mixture of the mountains and the lake views are really something very special. And also that they're so close to Kigali, you don't need to drive too far out of town and then be able to get great vistas. So that is one of my favorite areas. I recently went with my mom and sister to Nyungwe, and we did the chimpanzee hike. I really enjoyed that. I thought that was such a unique experience as well.
Interesting. And many people who are going to watch these videos are foreigners interested in traveling around Rwanda, Kigali, and everywhere. Besides Musanze and, you know, the favorite places that people talk about, having traveled this country since you arrived in March, what are some of the hidden gems you would want to highlight on this platform?
I have really enjoyed traveling just a little bit outside of Kigali to Lake Muhazi area. I think there's still a lot that I haven't seen, of course. I've been to a few lodges here and there just outside of town. And in my blog, I'm definitely going to expand on where to go for a fun weekend trip and things like that. So one nice spot that we went to recently was called Nina House. That was about 2 hours out of town. And then Muhazi as well, lovely location. I think it's really nice when you have a short weekend trip to find something that is calm, but also has a little bit of adventure mixed into it without driving too far out of town.
Great. And what are some of, I realize you love food. So what are some of your favorite foods that maybe you write about, you love eating? And have you tried the local delicacies?
Yeah, I'll start with my love for Rwandan food. I love sambaza. I think it's really great with the sauce. And then akabanga is like the greatest Rwandan invention, perhaps. I mean, I just love the hot sauces that are available here. Each restaurant also has their own variety of how they make hot sauce as well. The fried fish dishes as well have been really tasty, and I like dodo a lot, isombe, all those dishes are really fun. So we're at Yo Kigali because it's one of my favorite cafes in town. I typically spend all day here when I come to visit. For example, today I was here for the morning yoga class, and then I had breakfast, coffee, drink. I do a lot of blogging from here as well. It's a great way to get inspiration because you're out in the open with a beautiful view of Kigali in the background, and I really enjoy the space here. Yo Kigali is a B&B, cafe, and yoga studio all in one, and it's a third space. It's somewhere you can come and you can feel at home. You can spend all day and enjoy the company of others, or also just enjoy reading a book, working on your laptop as well. I think it's a really lovely space to enjoy in Kigali.
So I realized you are big into writing, especially your blog. I love writing, reading myself. So how does your typical day look like? Is blogging, you know, the central part of the day?
It really depends where I'm drawing inspiration at the time. I have a to-do list with all the blogs that I've yet to develop. A lot of that requires me to review all the photos that I take so that I can write accurate experiences, review the cost for the items that we have purchased or for the experiences that we've done so that I can create comprehensive guides. Sometimes this takes a day to write a blog. Sometimes I write itineraries that span between 4 days or even 10 or more days, and that will take about a week or so of writing. I put a lot of time and effort into making sure that the links are correct for what I suggest to readers, and making sure that all the information that I have is accurate at the time. I do also go back occasionally and review my previous blog posts in order to provide up-to-date content as well. And it just depends. Some days I blog for a few hours, some days I don't blog at all. It really just depends where I'm drawing inspiration or if I feel the desire to start writing a lot, because it can take a huge chunk of the time during the day. Once I start writing, you must know also you get in a zone and then I don't move for hours. So it's hard to accommodate other things as well when I'm blogging.
Yeah. And as a content creator yourself, writing and doing the blogging you do, creating menus for people and travel guides, are you doing it for fun or you have found a way of monetizing it?
It started off for fun, and that's still the majority of what I do. It's the desire to share so that other people can have the same or similar experiences. So I have monetized the blog a bit. When you go online, you'll see that there are ads, and that's one of the easiest ways that people who blog can make money, because it comes from the networks that you use in order to create the blog. There are other factors as well that people can use if you're interested in blogging. There's partner websites you can use to get affiliate links and things like that. So it's definitely a great way to create some self-sustaining income, as long as you're continuing to create new and compelling content. And then for myself, I do monetize the site because of the website. It has some ads on it that helps me sustain the fees that I pay in order to maintain the security, and also the general blogging fees that you have when you have a website that you run. I also have partnerships with hotels, tour guides, restaurants, and more when they want to support their business by having an honest and local review of a spot. And this helps create authentic content on my end, and then also provides businesses an opportunity to showcase their experience through a platform like mine.
Nice, amazing. And now getting back to where we started, you told me you moved to Rwanda in March of last year. So how would you describe this country, and what has been, one of your most memorable moments around here with your family?
Yeah, so we loved moving to Rwanda. It was such an easy decision for us. So when we moved to Rwanda, we were figuring out where to live within Kigali, and we decided on Kimi. And this area is really great for us because I love being able to walk around the community to different spots. So from there you can walk to cafes, restaurants, shops, groceries, and even sports activities as well. So it's been a really nice neighborhood to move to.
And since moving here, is there a cultural experience that has stood out for you among the Rwandan community?
I think the Rwandan traditional dances are really fantastic. And I think it's a really expressive way for Rwandans to showcase their culture, and it is also very authentic. I've seen it at storytelling nights, at art centers, at conferences, at tourism events as well, but people really feel connected to the dance that they do, and I think that's a really heartwarming experience to have.
Interesting. And having visited many countries, how does Rwanda, compare with other places that you have visited?
I think Rwanda stands out for many of the reasons that others know about it as well, just for the safety and the cleanliness. And then also, I think the creative atmosphere in Kigali is growing so much. There are new hotels, new restaurants, new cafes, new art galleries, and I think it's a really exciting time to be supporting all these different ventures.
Is there one local habit or custom that you have embraced?
So I've definitely embraced moto life in Kigali. Unfortunately, my first week I got a big scar on my leg from going on a moto, but I think that's part of the experience as well. But since then, I've really enjoyed, you're just walking down the road, and whenever you want a moto, you stick your hand out, and then you're on your way. So I think that's an excellent part of Rwandan culture that I'm definitely on board with.
You mean moto taxis?
Yes, exactly.
Amazing. So Attiya, what is your favorite activities for the weekend, and do they form part of the inspiration, to do your content?
Exactly, definitely, because I really enjoy looking at what's new in town, new events, new activities, new restaurant openings as well. And I like to promote that on the website as well because it's something new for me. So therefore, maybe as a reader, you're interested in that as well. A lot of what we do on the weekends, we do some sports activities. I really like the yoga community here. It's quite lovely. All the people are really welcoming. We like to go on walks around town, check out new restaurants. And exploring the different art galleries as well. There's lots of new openings that happen around the year, and so that's a great way to stay connected to the cultural space in Kigali as well.
Which art gallery stands out for you maybe here in Kigali?
I really like Neo Art Gallery because it's such a colorful space. They also have a really nice cafe on site. It's a great place to take visitors because it's so colorful as well. You're just really shocked by that. And they have an amazing selection of artwork that rotates. So not only can you purchase the art, but as a gallery space, it's very beautiful.
And reading your blog, there are quite interesting things I see there. And you are so big on foreigners or other people who want to explore different countries to visit Rwanda. So what advice do you have for anyone out there who is traveling across Africa and wouldn't mind traveling to Rwanda? What advice do you have for them?
Well, I first come to Rwanda. That's the first piece of advice. I think one great thing about Rwanda is that even though the country is small, you can get such a variety of experiences without spending a lot of time in the car. And I think that's quite unique for the region because there's so many large countries around where you must take buses or airplanes or be in a car for several hours in order to get between locales. So that's one thing I love about Rwanda and that I enjoy supporting is that within 2 hours you can get to Musanze, then another few hours you're at Lake Kivu, then shortly after you can be at Nyungwe, back in Kigali, Akagera. It's a fantastic way to spend just a week of your vacation time here.
Yeah. And now that you are here in Kigali, do you have long-term plans to continue staying here?
Yes, we're definitely planning on staying in Rwanda for the next couple of years.
Great. And if you could sum your life in Rwanda with one word, what would it be?
Relaxing. Because during the week, I spend my time blogging, visiting different cafes, restaurants, going to yoga, enjoying the different spaces that Kigali has to offer. And then during the weekends as well, we have a lot of activities that we plan to explore outside of town or if we're staying in town as well. But overall, I find that it's still a relaxing experience. The people are so kind everywhere you go. Nothing feels really hectic as well. And I think that's a positive thing when you plan to stay in Rwanda long term.
And I noticed you love yoga. Okay, why yoga? And beyond yoga, is there any other sport that you do?
Yeah, so I've been trying out a lot of different sports since we moved to Kigali. I have a post about that as well, like how to stay active in Kigali. I've tried a lot of things that I haven't done in the past. For example, I've done paddle, and I've gone to some tennis classes. I go to some yoga and Pilates classes as well, and I've also tried CrossFit once. There are definitely other activities that I'll do with more time in Rwanda. I haven't tried golfing yet, but the golf course looks beautiful as well. I've been to Zaria Court and seen the basketball courts there as well. I think it's a really fun way to stay fit. In Kigali, there's lots of options.
So Attiya, it was a pleasure talking to you. We wish you a pleasant stay in Rwanda here for the rest of the time that you are here, and even stay for a long time.
Thank you so much. I really enjoyed this.
And to our viewers, that was our time here at Yo Kigali. If you loved this interview, let us know in the comment section. Remember to like and subscribe. My name is Wycliffe Nyamasege.